The most important word in the English language is the word context. See, that's what people have lost track of. What context? Now, you guys know, you're adults, you came to a comedy show, right? This is a comedy stage. Comedian might say anything up here. You might not like it, you don't have to laugh, but you understand in this context, you say anything you want. That doesn't apply everywhere. You know, I'll say things here that I won't say, like, I don't know, at CVS, right? Which came up. You know, I was at CVS, and I think I can speak for all comedians when I tell you that we appreciate being recognized. When you see a comic in public like, hey, you're really funny, like, thank you. Now we've shared a moment. Now it's over. But it was a moment, you know. I was at CVS, and there was a guy, he didn't understand the rules. You know, so you know how it is at CVS, they have that kind of S-shaped line, and at the front there's that vague area, right, where it's a little like you're not sure who's next, right? You gotta, and you gotta like cover what's in your basket, like you gotta buy a greeting card, like you buy a birthday card to hide your ointment, right? Because you don't want to see you buying ointment, so you know. So I'm in that vague area, and he's at the back of the line. He's like, hey, Alonzo, you're really funny. And I was like, thank you. And he's like, I like that gay shit. Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem. Now everybody in line is, what's the gay shit? There's gay shit? He got ointment. He got ointment and gay shit. I don't know. And I'll tell you what the gay shit is. I used to do a joke about going to the gym. I said, man, I got a new goal at the gym. I want to get in a gay shape, right? Because gay men are ripped. Like, I don't know how strong you have to be to blow a guy. And that was the joke. And that joke's appropriate for adults at a comedy show. That joke wasn't written for afternoons at CVS. Don't need to be yelling at, oh, you strong enough to blow a guy? Ah! No, I'm strong enough to go to Walgreens. I'm no longer welcome at CVS. Words, man. People get in trouble now over words. They get in trouble over words they said 20 years ago. Words change over time. Language change. Everything changes over time. I'll give you an example. Smoking. We used to smoke anywhere. Club like this, there'd be a smoking section and a non-smoking section, right? Like the smoke was disciplined enough to stay over on this side. Oh, our smoke is well behaved, don't worry. And then people got tired of secondhand smoke and they didn't want to smell it. They got sick. And they said, you want to smoke? You go outside, right? Then people got tired of walking through the cloud coming in. They were like, no, you can't smoke by the door. You got to go down the block, right? Then they just got to listen. You want to smoke? Go outside, make a left, go to the corner, make a right, and fuck off with your cigarettes, right? Unless you're smoking weed, then come back. You can come back and smoke weed. It changed over time. Words, there are words we used to use we don't use anymore. Midget. We used to say midget, right? Now you say little person. I have a friend, he's a little person, you know, he was like, don't call me midget. And I wanted to mess with him. I was like, that's relatively new. 10, 15 years ago, I could call you midget. He didn't miss a beat. Look right at me. He said, 100 years ago, I call you nigga. I said, all right. All right, that's one. You get one. And you just used it. Lucky ain't no black people around. I have to whip your little midget ass. Wouldn't look good, my giant nigga ass whipping your little midget ass. People walk by confused. What's going on? Niggas fighting a midget. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know, who do you root for? It's a nigga or the midget? I don't know which side. Now see, that's an example of what I'm talking about. That's a comedian using two horrible words in the context of a joke to make a point, and all of you understand that. Don't try this at home. All right? I don't know you. I don't know what you do for a living, where you're from, but tomorrow, people ask what you do, and you can't be, man, I was at Helium. You should have heard the nigga midget joke. You can't say that. That would be a terrible thing to say. And if you see a black little person, for God's sake, shut the hell up. Don't
I once snorted a line of speed off the seat of a porta potty.
Remember when herpes was scary?
And now I'm sitting there covered in this guy's cream. I'm I'm just covered in his cream.
The bottom guy in a two-man luge, that's a friend right there.
How are you going, Alyssa? You still having a nice time? You having a great time? Are you about ready to have the other half, or are you... Did you go wholesies? You had the whole thing. Was it what form did it come in? Was it a gummy? Was it a brownie?
It was a gummy.
A gummy? Did you bring enough for everybody?
Yeah, they were checking bags, so I was afraid not to.
They were checking bags.
They
Oh.
did, but I was afraid they would.
Oh, they didn't check bags. But this won't make it to the special, will it? Helium aren't going to put a bid on. Watch Randy's Helium special where he tells everybody how to smug druggles into the club. And also, I'm not going to put it in the special because I just said smug druggles. That's the best. Smug druggle sounds like an informant from an 80s British cop film. You must go down and see Smug Druggles. He'll tell you what train to catch. By the morning, we'll have this ghastly... Oh, fuck. Oh. I feel like I've had one of... No, don't clap that. Don't clap the moment. Philly's like, yes, we were there when Randy had a stroke on stage. Smug Druggles. That really tickled me. So I was at the airport and I was standing behind this man who was travelling alone with his 2 children, which must be an absolute nightmare, right? His kids were hating it, but he was hating it way more. And I was standing behind him just waiting for him to snap. And his kid's like, Daddy, I'm tired. Shut the fuck up. Danny, I feel sick. You were an accident. Daddy, I think I'm gonna... And this kid just puked right onto the airport floor, right between me and the dad. And I was like, what's he gonna do here? And he turned around and looked at me, looked down at the vomit, looked back up at me, and then, without breaking eye contact, slowly reached behind him, put his hand on his suitcase, and just rolled it over the vomit. And then looked at me like, you want to make something of that, buddy? No, sir, I salute you. You kind of went with me on that. I don't know if that'll make the special. Might not, might end up on the cutting room floor. There's a few things I can't really do and say, on this, because we're filming. You've got to kind of be a little bit conscious of where it's going to end up, Like, I'm not going to say cunt, for example. Which is a real shame, because if it's a term of endearment where I come from. And I think it's time to destigmatise that word, my friends, Philadelphia. Yes. Because the power of a word stems from its history. And I think that particular word is misunderstood as a word. As an archaic descriptor for female genitalia, the old C-bomb, it's been in languages forever, written language at least, that we've had documented, Egyptian, European, Norse, Indian. And at its origins, it's either a benign identifier or a term imbued with actual respect. The Hindu nature goddess Kunti, for example. The word vagina is arguably more oppressive. The Latin origin of vagina is sword sheath. Yeah, some Roman anatomist was like, that, gentlemen, is where we shall holster our dicks. That is its sole purpose. Cunt cunt is so much more inclusive. It's the whole clito-urethro-vaginal complex. Internal, external, labia, perineum, clitoris, vagina. The whole magnificent vulvic cornucopia. And I just think it's a better word. Vagina sounds kind of redneck. Check out my vagina! Got me a vagina! As opposed to, this is my cunt. Oh, it's so crisp and so powerful. I think it's misunderstood as a word. It's like a DJ at a wedding. It has a lot of power, but nobody gives a fuck about its backstory. Hello there, what's your name?
Daz.
Daz?
Yep.
Daz, how are you, Daz?
Good, how are you?
I'm really good, thanks. Daz, what did you do to Daz?
Played some video games.
You played some video games. Any gamers in the house? Yeah. I'm pretty much on this tour, I've pretty much managed to figure out what my crowd is. I didn't know. It's the first time I've really toured like this in the States. I've had some great shows, didn't know what my crowd is like. And I could just stand there at the door as people walk in going, gamer, 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 anime fan, gamer, gamer. Which I'm super into. It's not a bad thing. Dad, what game were you playing, Dad?
Apex Legends.
Apex Legends. All right, you passed the test. What else did you do today?
I cleaned my bird's cage and then caged
You've got a bird!
two.
Daz has a bird, everybody! Oh, what kind of bird is it?
He's a lovebird named Breadstick and he's literally Satan. So...
I'm just digging my way to crowd work hell. Sorry, everybody. Nothing to do with you. It's just like, why am I doing crowd work at this point in the show? We had a great interaction with the stoner up the front. These people are clearly in some sort of weird, fucked up relationship. There was no need for me to tell you. You sound lovely. You've got a bird who's a lovebird. You're playing games. I've got no time for crowd work. There's no point. I don't know why I'm talking to you, but you seem really nice. Again. How do we get out of this? Who are you here with?
This is... Oh, sorry. I don't know where his eyes were looking.
I don't know where my eyes were looking either.
You eat my ass. And they're like, yes, sir, Ellen John.
Por favor, si es posible.
Check out my vagina. Got me a vagina.
If a small feminine man decides he wants to be a small, beautiful woman who happens to love giving blowjobs, well, who am I to not help him through college?
Fucking Steve Harvey. Those teeth, so big. Do you think he chews and like chokes on his own teeth? Like, I don't know what I have against him except everything. Just hate the guy. I don't know why. Cut that part out, just in case I get to work with him one day, you know? You never know. I've been going to therapy. I know you guys can tell by my material. And I've been going for a really long time now. And I'm finally positive that I'm a negative person. And that's just who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you. Wow. A lot of negative people in the back, sitting in the back. We love hate. It's a really big deal, too, because it's out of pocket, and I haven't paid yet, but I will, you know, when she fixes me. And I've been going because I have all these weird fears. Like, I'm scared I'm going to wake up to somebody cutting my hair into bangs. Like, that's really scary to me. Not cute, swipey bangs like yours, like the tiny kind. You know what I'm talking about? You've seen Amelie, the French film, where it looks like she fucked them up and then was just trying to get them straighter and straighter and straighter until it's just a fucking shoe brush. No thanks. That's not a bang miss. That's a buh, you know? And I'm very OCD and I have all these weird fears about getting murdered in my apartment. Like, you know, everybody's scared of that, right? Like, nobody wants to get murdered in their apartment. But I'm scared I'm gonna get murdered the one night I left dirty dishes in the sink. And they walk in, they see the body, and then they see the dirty dishes, and they're like, oh, just leave it. She was a dirty piece of shit. Oh my God, she has a dishwasher. Should I shoot her a couple more times just for fun? Y'all are dark. That's pretty dark. I didn't think that would work. But yeah, I'm trying to be more chill, and so I wrote this song. I hit it. Yeah, if you go into your house and you check if your straight iron is on again, this is for you. I wanna be chill, and I think I'm chill. Like I say, dude, a lot. Then I remembered I said yes on that condom bill. And that's not chill. Every time I see a condom in a porn, I think I did that. And that's not chill. I know I'm sick, like I think I'm ill all the time. I'm a hypochondriac. And that's not chill. Take a pill. But I'm not worried, cause if I fold all my clothes, the demons in my head will let me go to bed. I'm constantly afraid of tiny bangs, and that's not chill. My acupuncturist says that I have no chi, and that's not chi, but that's me. I'm finally free to be so OCD. It took me so fucking long to see. I love to clean shit, organize, that's my dream. That's my shit. Marie Kondo all day with the spritz. Don't container store me, cause I'll skeet closet on point, make it drip, drip, drippity drip. So much drip that you'll slip on drip, so clean that shit up before I flip. Whew. Fuck, I'm out of breath. Woo! You guys are fun. My tiny stool, been bringing that along with me. Oh. Whew. I'm done. I'm just kidding. That's it. After the songs are done, you know? Actually, I'm here to apologize to you guys because I started COVID. I fucked this bat. He had long hair. I couldn't help myself. But I was fucking everybody before COVID, right? Remember when herpes was scary? I love you. I was in a really long relationship, and everything was falling apart, right, before everything. And we were like, we gotta fix this. Are we gonna have a baby or have a threesome? You know what I mean? Which one? And we thought a threesome. A threesome's cheaper. Let's do that. We were both really jealous, so we decided that our third person had to be terminally ill. It was the only way. Okay, stay with me, Philly, okay? This is why. Let me explain this, right? Because girls, they have all these rules with threesomes, right? They're like, you can fuck the other girl, but 3 fingers only, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, they have rules. I don't have any rules like that. We just have to kill her after, and then bond over where we bury her, like we did this together. Don't look at her tits while you're burying her.
That's what you want? You want floppy fish bottom? That's what you want?
In that spirit, whatever you are tonight, race, color, religion, nationality, whatever you might be, fuck you.
No! Get fucked, America!
Are there any Brazilians here tonight? Woo! Really? Get out. I like to be the only one, please.
It's getting a lot harder to log on to websites. Half the time I log on, I'm faced with an existential crisis out of nowhere. Are you a robot? I don't think so. Also, what kind of security is that? That's obviously the first question they would teach robots to lie about. If you get asked if you're a robot, we say no, obviously. You don't even have to program that one, we get it. So some websites are getting a little more complicated with their security. They have these CAPTCHAs now. All these squares. And they go, touch all streetlights. I've seen streetlights, you guys. I fail every time. Because I touch the streetlight, but does the streetlight count the pole going across 8 squares? So I tap all the pole squares, and now I'm a robot. And I'm one of the dumber robots. I'm one of the entry-level, base model robots. I'm a stupid robot. So they change the question. They go, touch all tractors. For who is this easier? I don't understand. For who? I don't know. I've never woken up before noon. I don't know anything about farming. I don't know. And who And it's not like they give you a picture of a tractor and a baby and a cloud. It's a tractor and 8 other green and yellow John Deere type vehicles. I have not kept up with updates in tractor technology. Does it need the scooper to be a tractor? I don't know. So I click it. I'm now a robot again. I'm the dumbest robot ever. I'm one of the worst robots. I'm like the first model Roomba, just bouncing into the wall, just boom, boom. I'm like a Radio Shack, like I do nothing. Dumbest robot in the world. So they dumb it down again. They go, touch all balls. And now I get right in. This I'm good at. Finally get right in. But I have 2 questions about this. If you're willing to let me into the website just by touching balls, then why do we have to go through all that? You just want to embarrass me? That's the point. Make me feel stupid about myself. And secondly, if you're trying to keep robots out, aren't they supposed to be smarter than us? Shouldn't you let us in if we get the questions wrong? This guy doesn't know what streetlights are. Come in quick before the robots get here. Get in here. Welcome to usweekly.com. Get inside. So we just gotta be careful. We gotta think more critically. Because they'll use literally anything to distract us. They even use the moon to distract us these days. Remember when we were kids and the moon was optional? There was no social pressure to look at the moon. And now every 2 days there's a new moon event we're supposed to get very excited about. Every 2 days they're like, oh, tonight's a very rare strawberry mango moon. You won't see it again for 92 years. Oh, tonight's a very rare blueberry pie moon. It's a rare mixture of a blue moon and a berry pie. You won't see it again for 142 years. Why is the moon's publicist Willy Wonka? I do not know. Come, Charlie, look at the moon. Look at the wonderful gobstopper moon, Charlie. Look at the wonderful chocolate river, harvest, blood orange wolf moon. Come with me and you'll see the moon doing absolutely nothing. Strawberry moon. I'm looking at slightly jaundiced at best. They're always pushing that moon on us. They're always like, tonight's a very rare partial eclipse of the moon. Tonight, if you look at the moon, you will just see part of the moon. Oh. Just part of the moon? You mean like most of every month? Well, this I gotta see. And how come you can't take the moon's picture? You ever ask yourself that? Sometimes the moon even gets low and it's huge. You take your cell phone out, it looks like a street light. I see the moon, my phone's like, I disagree. I'm Ben Glebe. Thank you so much, everybody. Philadelphia, you're the best.
Disclaimer. Taking someone's words out of context may cause you internal stress, headaches, nausea, diarrhea, dry mouth, increased sweating, feeling nervous, restlessness, fatigue, or having trouble sleeping, increased blood pressure, altered sense of taste, muscle aches, abdominal pain, and feeling generally unwell. Helium always recommends at least 1 dose of context per day.
Thank you for watching that clip. Subscribe to Helium Comedy Studios because they release new stuff every week. You don't want to miss out, do you? None.